Hello and welcome to this look at rail action throughout Scotland. Construction started in 1882 and it was opened to rail traffic on the 4th of March 1890 by the then Prince of Wales, later to become King Edward VII. It was the first major British bridge to be constructed entirely from steel. The first moves towards reopening took place in 1999, when the local MSP tabled a motion calling for the northern part of the route to be reopened, as a means of reversing the declining economic fortunes of the Borders region. The Scottish Parliament supported the motion, and the seeds of rebirth were sown. The curve is Glean Viaduct, which also has a speed restriction for larger locomotive types. Notably on the Liverpool and Manchester Railway's crossing of Chat Moss in Lancashire. The locomotive now faces its second severe test, the ascent of the 1 in 48 Beesdale Bank at just under 2 miles in length. For commuting, shopping, school transport, as well as being a tourist attraction in its own right. North of Perth, the Highland Main Line to Inverness makes 2 major climbs. Here, a northbound high-speed train from King's Cross to Inverness passes a Turbostar unit at Dalnacardock. The climb to Drumochta Summit clocks in at 1 in 70 for long stretches. The line, with its dramatic route through the Grampian Mountains, came to fruition in 1863. Planning consent had been delayed. The climb is to Sloch Summit, which involves a gruelling 1 in 60 climb in both directions. The staple diet of Turbostar units don't have any trouble, though it's not unknown for freight trains to get stuck, especially if the rails are slippery in the autumn. But in the end, the final pieces of the financial jigsaw necessary couldn't be made to fit, and the scheme was dropped. It would have left the communities mentioned without a railway, which was also a factor in the final decision, and there's been no serious attempt to revive the scheme since. Wonderful views across the water to distant mountains to the north and west. A regular visitor to the Kyle Line is the Royal Scotsman luxury cruise train. Not to be confused with the Flying Scotsman or Royal Scot steam locomotives, the Royal Scotsman is a child of the early 1980s. It's a hotel train, carrying just 36 passengers in unashamed 5-star luxury.